Kia ora Aotearoa, welcome to another episode of Import X.
Last week Wellington, this week Auckland. We don't even know where we're going to be next week.
Man, this show's going to be off the hook. My man here checks out this mean R34 GTR.
Fraser didn't even know he was going to let me drive it at the time. Plus we check out the drags, the burnouts and so much more.
So much more right here just for you on C4. Mark checks out Racetech with the Tech Talk and I get to preview some of the hottest games to come on the EA Gamezone.
We've got more prizes, more giveaways, plus we've got an action-packed show, so stick around and stay tuned for Import X. Plus we've got the 25s.
Check the 25s, people.
25s. The low profiles.
The 25-inch rims, baby.
The plan for the car really is to make it into what is, as much as I can make it anyway, the ultimate street-driven GTR or the ultimate street-driven car in New Zealand. The sort of car that people who have even driven a lot of powerful cars will get into and say this is something special.
How many pounds of boost is the car on?
At the moment it's running just a 1 bar of boost to 1.1 depending on what we want to do. Sometimes I run it a little bit higher, but for most daily driven street stuff.
If we want to monitor boost pressure, I just press that, and that's currently monitoring boost pressure. You can see running along here at 0 because the engine's not running. We can set the red zones. These are the warning limits that we have for the car. So if we want to keep an eye, for instance, on the oil temperature and the water temperature while we're doing track work, we can set those to what we want to be as a reasonable amount. The next option we can go into is the shift light option. So we can set the RPM for the gears and what RPM we want the shift light, which is this little red light up here, to come on. So we just move this up and down to set whatever we want as the red light change.
It's a twin plate carbon clutch, again, theme of carbon, but it primarily, there's technical reasons behind why carbon is good in this scenario, which is lasts a lot longer, it takes a lot more heat. The new suspension is Team Flex suspension and has an adapter called an EDFC controller, which allows you to adjust the suspension electronically within the car as you drive. ATS, a company that supplied my clutch, are coming out with carbon rotors for street cars, street and track, so they're intended for street use, they're not a race only rotor. So, and we're just waiting for them to release those, and then they'll be put on the car. So the whole bonnet's carbon. There's a big carbon under tray that runs virtually the length of the car, and I've bought other parts like carbon wings, there's a carbon clutch, and carbon front lower lip for the bumper and the under tray as well. At the moment, work in progress would be the term I'd use rather than a single word. Work in progress, but street car would be what I want it to be.
The Nationals, the biggest event of the year. Now, we couldn't possibly fit all this entertainment in 5 episodes of Import X, so the great people at Ford Rotary Promotions have come up with a DVD that's coming out soon. Check out our website for details, and these cars are sick. Turbs Accord, very cool. The Soundstream 300, this is a very, very cool car. I've sat in it, it's loud. Twin nitrous bottles in the back, gotta be happy.
Now this is a jet speed number. Check out the detailing on this car.
Airbrushing, it's where it's at.
For all you Skyline lovers, check this ride out. It's pretty damn tight.
And if you're into carbon fiber, check out the 5 Zegan car all the way from Japan.
From show to go, here we are at Champion Dragway.
Just a slither of some of the coolest racing from the Nationals.
Here's a race between two Skylines. Number 708, Carl Rutherman's black R32 in its Class 2 turbo two-wheel drive. He beats Stephen Soul, who ran a .638 reaction time, and takes him out with a 13.47. Now to some rotors. Warming up those tires. Getting ready up on the line. Check out that clean RX2. Mike Kelly takes the C10 Rotary Forced Induction Final with a 10.53 over Corey Abbott and the untubbed RX2, who ran an 11.84. More rotor action coming up right now.
Pro import time. Bryce McEwen's quad rotor RX7 is the shiz. Most of it scratch built by himself. Quick out of the hole. Look at the front of Dean Hargrave's RX3 bouncing as it goes down the quarter. I tell you what, chocolate buttons in the undies after that run. Big win by Bryce McEwen. The RX3 Turbo just doesn't have it. Thank you, Mr. Hoosier. Hamilton's Chris Tyner warms up the rears in his pack racing RX3. Sadly, this car takes a tumble later on the year during Battle Day 04, but rumour has it he's coming back to the track and hard.
Here's our man Ronnie Lim in the Turbo Integra. Dialing up the line, there they go.
Now, if drag racing's your thing, Foreign Rotary Promotions have got the new DVD coming out from the 04 Nats. Check out our website for the hookup. And a clean win to Ronnie.
Stay tuned after the break as Mark visits Racetech in Wellington, then we check out Gemma's Wagon Pink Bits.
We give you the chance to win a brand new Racetech seat, and Toots takes me out on the town to the EA Games preview party, so see you in 2 minutes. Welcome to Import X Workshop Tech. This week we're going to focus on seats, putting your ass in it and how to do it. We're down here at Racetech with David Black, the owner. David, thanks for having us in today. Tell us a little bit about Racetech.
Racetech started back in '92 by a clever young guy in Christchurch. He wanted to do up cars and stuff, so he came up with his own seat. We took it over in '98. We've developed a lot more into a bit more serious race stuff, though. We've now got a lot more seats FIA homologated, which means they've been tested, crash tested, and so they're a lot safer for guys to use if they're going to have a crash.
To go back to crash test, do you have like a dummy in it, or how does that happen?
They put a crash test dummy, which is a lot smaller than us actually, into a seat, and it shoots off down a sledge at about 50 kilometres an hour and stops in about 400 mil, and it damages stuff quite regularly. And it's quite a tough test, really. We're the only seat maker in New Zealand who's got that approval. Our seats are built on what we've learned from testing. Okay, so it's not just a simple fiberglass shell. It's got lots of different materials in it, lots of different woven glasses, and some of the seats we use Kevlar carbon fibre, and some seats are made with Kevlar carbon fibre on the outside. But they've all been tested, or the technology we've learnt from the testing has all gone into the structure of the seat. So they're strong, they're safe. The second most important thing about a seat is actually the way it's mounted in the car. And we've gone to a lot of lengths to design our fixing points in the seats so that junction between the fiberglass and the steel mount is very strong. And we know from the crash testing that we've done for the FIA standard that 5mm aluminium brackets are better than steel brackets. And we know that these brackets do the job. They've got holes already punched in them to suit the seats, and we've got multiple holes punched down the side of the bracket here so that they can mount to your adjustable runners in your car.
Now we're looking at actually seat construction and what's actually in the seat. So David, lead on.
Well, I mean, this seat's obviously, the shell's all finished, the foam's been applied to the seat, and the cover's just going on. The foam is actually on the back of the fabric, is actually fire retardant, so that, and we've seen our seats that have been in fires with methanol boats, and the fluff comes off the fabric, but the fabric's still intact.
So if you want to win my seat from Racetech, all you have to do is email me, mark@importx.co.nz, and tell me when Racetech started. Or before Toot steals it for his Mitsubishi Chariot. What's that? All you need to do is email racetech@importx.co.nz and answer this simple question: when did David start Racetech manufacturing? Email that answer to racetech@importx.co.nz.
Hi there, girls and guys. Coming at you with another EA Gamezone piece right here on Import X. Now, I hope since last week you checked out Burnout 3 Takedown, because it's a pretty damn choice game. Tonight we're going to take a short look at another mode of Takedown 3, but before that, have a look at what Mark and I were up to at the recent EA Games preview party. We just checked out some of the hottest new titles which are going to be hitting your stores sometime very soon. Check it out with us.
Hey guys.
Hi there ladies, good thanks. Toots and Mark from ImportX.
Toots and Mark.
Yep.
You said Toots.
Yeah, Toots, T-O-O-T-S, ImportX.
ImportX.
Yep.
Mark, M-A-R-K.
Yep,
Do you have a
Toots.
ticket? Sorry.
Our name should be on the list.
Oh, it's not here. I'm sorry.
From ImportX.
ImportX, just check under ImportX.
Yeah,
No?
it's all names.
There's nothing there.
No.
Oh, look at that, girls. We're in. Let's go, Mark.
Oh, we're in. All right. You really are hooked up, mate.
We're right here, smack in the heart of the viaduct at the Oracle base.
Oh, shit, look at this.
I told you, man, it's hooked up.
Oh,
Man,
look at that.
Look at that.
Game of heaven. Let's go.
Let's do this. Oh, check it. Free food out. I'll take that too, fella. This preview party was a gamer's heaven. I got to sample some of the coolest games to come, like GoldenEye Rogue Agent, FIFA Football 2005, and a favorite outside Need for Speed Underground 2, Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth.
EA Games. Challenge everything.
Now back to Burnout 3. Another mode that we didn't bring to you last week is really exciting. It's called the Road Rage mode. Now Road Rage is much like a race, however coming first place is not really important. The object of the game is to take out your opponents by means of a takedown. You earn points as well as medals, and you even unlock new cars and tracks. So let's check this out. Tonight I'm going to choose the Assassin Muscle Car. Again, by taking risks, you earn rewards, and the rewards again is boost. You'll notice your opponents are everywhere, coming at you from every which angle. And not only are they trying to take you out, but they're trying to take each other out as well, so it doesn't feel like you're being picked on. Now what's visually different about the Road Rage mode is that your car actually sustains some damage when you're hitting walls or some dude hits you. It's kind of crazy because look at this. Car doors opening up, windows are smashed, the prang in the front. Oh, it's just Road Rage mania. And that all adds to the realness of this part of the game. And just before we go, I'm going to tell you, when I went to this pre-release function of this EA Games Do, I get to meet my friend, Day Hummel. That's right, Day Hummel. Him and I had a quick challenge of Need for Speed Underground 2, which will be being released in November sometime. But hey, that's going to be in another show coming up soon. But for next week, Need for Speed Underground, the original icon game. Be here with me on ImportX to catch this very game. See you next week. Oh, you thought I forgot about the Xbox prize. I remember last week I was going to hook you up with 3 games and this very here Xbox. And earlier on in the day, on the thousands of entries we got, we picked out one lucky winner. And Lance Eve Staff, you are the lucky winner with your correct answer, Get Low. So we're going to be in contact with you very soon. But until then, Aotearoa, catch us next week on ImportX. We'll catch you soon.
This car when I was about 17, costed me around $500. It wasn't very nice back then. Bought it specifically as a project car and have spent the last 3.5 years now getting it to the state it's in. I don't know really what got me into cars. I actually saw one of these for the first time and I decided that I liked cars. I don't have brothers or sisters or a dad into cars, so I had to get all new engine mounts made for the rotary engine, new gearbox mounts, new drive shaft, had to cut out and fabricate a new tunnel, strip and repaint the car, interior, gosh, the list goes on, and I don't even know if I can say it'll ever be finished. Rotary engine specialists made my engine mounts and gearbox mounts, and Street Systems did my engine for me. I chose the 12A Bridgeport because it's slightly smaller and easier to fit, and I didn't need a lot of power. RX-7 5-speed gearbox, that's just pretty basic. Got a 2-piece custom drive shaft, it's half RX-7, half Ford Escort, and that runs into the standard Ford Escort diff and standard rear end at this stage. My seats are Recaro fishnets. They were recovered by Auckland Auto Trimmers, and the rest of the white interior was done by Sterling Auto Trimmers in Takanini. I got this floor done at Herbert's Engineering in Mairangi Bay. 16-inch Simmons, 205 40/16 tyres. The car's more show, less go, I suppose you could say. I'm hoping to have it road legal within about the next 6 months, but there's not really much left to do, looks-wise. I don't think I'd ever sell it. I don't think I can put a price on it myself, but it's been fun.
Coming up next, Mark goes for a Sunday cruise and he talks with the Mazda Rotary Enthusiasts Club in Wellington. And we go off to Meremere for the Burnout Comp from the Nationals.
And hey, let's not forget round 2 of the Bikini Bay pageant from the Wellington Jamboree, and round 2 means less clothes. Burnout time from the Nats.
Check out my man Dale Williams' Mazda RX 3D3 Turbo Rotor. The number plate just says it all.
I'll go the Rotang plan. Swinging.
The boy is doing O's.
Crowd loved it.
Bit of tyre smoking action here. Check it out. Behind a cloud of smoke, check out Dale Williams, man, he's just rocking the place.
In walks Adam Richards, Camouflage Safiro, Drift Styles and Burnout Star. Hello, Wall. On the limiter and swinging it big.
Gotta love those camo colours with the Sergeant Major style swing action.
Tastes good. Up and down the gears.
Ooh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
And there he goes, he pops the tyre.
Yeah, couldn't get no control, man. I was trying to get some drifting O's going, but it just wasn't happening, man.
Oh, what an entrance by Kapiti Coast boy Brett Fox and his rotary-powered Corona.
Swinging it tight. That's control.
Check out the O's, people.
How tight does that rotor sound?
As you can see, the people just absolutely love this part of the show.
And that 05 ain't that far away. And in comes Darren McDonald. I've been drifting in this car. It's nuts. But now burnout time. Smoking.
Now apparently he's changed his colours this year.
Thanks to the good boys at Mag and Turbo. Swinging large.
Oh, those turns are tight. Very, very tight.
There's a matte black car in there somewhere. Was that 2 tyres? Did well, 2 tyres at the same time.
Good on you, Darren.
That guy scared the bejesus out of me at Taupo.
Rolling off the rims. Rolling off the rims. Both of them are popped, left and right. He's having the big RSL fun.
It's been going for 26 years. We held our 25th anniversary last year at Manfield. It's an annual occasion that we do go to a circuit.
You know, this club's always had a little bit of a bad stigma, I suppose, associated with it. Always traditionally in the past, rotors have always been noisy. So anybody driving a rotary, because of being relatively rare, originally was always associated with the club.
Also quite careful as far as you need a referral to get into the club. What we do ask is that you attend one of our club nights. Gives the guys a chance to say hi, chat, and from there you're to join the club.
As far as the scene in America, it's huge. Like, we had over 600 cars, over 5,000 people participate on a one-day only event.
So where else apart from America and Japan might we see one of these cars?
Definitely in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is one of the largest areas in the world densely populated with rotary power vehicles. They have over 30 vehicles under the 9-second bracket, everything from turbocharged right through to naturally aspirated cars. They are the leading edge as far as rotaries go.
Fastest rotor in the world at the moment, what's that got in the quarter-mile?
Right now, to date, it was Ava Labara's RX-8. That ran a 6.9, but Mazfix, he's got the quickest mile an hour, 201 mile an hour.
Is there anything you haven't seen or you haven't experienced?
Right now, definitely not. What we're finding is, as far as short shaft cranks, 4 rotors, everything, a lot of it's being built here in New Zealand and being exported all over the world.
We've got some, really tidy old school rotors here, and particularly in Japan, they love that sort of stuff, the older style. It's great.
Now you peeps seem to like the drag so much, we go back in time for a wrap-up of the Jamboree at the Masters and Motorplex before we move on to some more recent events and upcoming episodes. Coming up next week, we check out some Redline Mayhem at Skidfest 03 and 04.
Toots plays retro with the classic and original Need for Speed Underground, plus he goes head-to-head with Kiwi rap god De Hamo on the soon-to-be-released Need for Speed Underground 2.
My man Mark gets punished as he goes drifting in Darren McDonald's sideways Shartmaker. Shartmaker? At the On Boost Car Club track day at Taupo.
We go on the road again to Sulphur City, Rotor Vegas to catch up with the team at Rips for some tech talk.
Round 1 from the Bikini Jam at this year's Nationals. Hey, don't forget, if you think your car is the shiznit, email us a pic and the spec sheet to myride@importx.co.nz. Hey, don't forget to add your contact details and you could be a star on the show.
Plus more free stuff and comps, but before we go, this Friday we're going to be in Hamilton, so wash your car, fix your makeup and grab your Mulu gear and hook up with Toots and I around 10 p.m. Check out our website for more details, importx.co.nz, and until next time on ImportX, Sil!